Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome back. I just split the deck. There's the king and queen of swords here. That sharp energy. There could be some real sharp communication going on right now as I am speaking. And so that is a counterpart in the deck to one another. Whether they upright with one another or not. If one is or isn't, or both aren't, then regardless, it's real sharp communication. Could be authority around something as well. I don't know. Welcome back, guys. If you're a part of this platform, I send you love and light. And just jumping in, this is my second reading for the day. And if you're new, I don't know how you found this platform, but welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. My channel is very intense. And the Most High God, He don't mess around, and He is very precise in what He talks about. And I fear the Creator who put breath in us, and a lot of people don't, and a lot of people do. I don't know who you are and what you're caught up in, but the Most High will reveal a lot of things that's going on around you and I. And if we don't take His advice, it could be very, very scary. And so I just do a different type of a work here. Now, I feel energy, and sometimes that energy flow is extremely intense, and I will speak right out of that space. You and I have freedom of speech. We have rights, and I take my rights. Nobody has a right to take them away from me or try to control a situation. Nobody has a right to do that to you as well, but people try to. And I will address those types of people on my platform because they're out of order. They're out of order in the earth. And there's real heinous, nasty people around people and children and things like that, and I just go after them. I chase them. I'm not afraid of them. You and I are supposed to be upright, righteous, and when we walk with the Most High God, He says that we are above all the nations, and it's for us to know judgment and to put something real quick in its place. Because if you and I don't do that, you open up perversion. It was talked about this morning on another reading that I did. And so anyway, we're going to get started here. Most I invite your presence here and just thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. We just take authority over every demonic infiltrated nutcase walking around in your earth. And yeah, he does want to be seen. He does want to be seeing what's underneath them. King of Wands is underneath them. Anyway, we just ask for you just come on in here. We have work matters going on. Third parties or somebody's trying to collaborate something. I hope it's upright. It could be very much emotional with the Ten of Cups. Somebody knows something. There's a conflict here. Something's been exposed with the Star. And so the Star is also about hope. And if the star's in the reverse, it could represent bitterness, and obviously somebody is. I don't know what people are bitter about. They're bitter because they're selfish, they're controlling, they're greedy. That's what they're bitter about. They're bitter because somebody's done something somewhere and somebody won't take responsibility and face the mirror on something and find the grace in a matter. And that's why people are collaborating to do crazy stuff for some people's case, because this is like, I'll win at all costs and I'll one up you. Go ahead, folks, one up one another. You're grown adults that are acting like children is what God just said in a lot of cases in the earth. It's shameful. People, full-grown adults. It's cruelty out here, anxiety, whatever. Anyway, regardless, even if that's in the reverse and somebody obviously is bitter about some nonsense, something's still guided regardless what you're going through. Let's look at this Three of Pentacles. Let me find a deck here. Money around some stuff. That's the only reason why people do anything. Is because of greed for the most part. Something's exposed out here, fixing to be exposed out here around something. It's very much emotional because that first reading that I did, oh my God, God was not messing around. That reading to reveal somebody's sexuality was all over the place. It's very much emotional, and God said that if you take away a wicked party from before the leadership, Because somebody's crazy out here around some nonsense, folks. God directly said that any kind of leadership, if you will remove the wicked party, you're going to be established in something, and you're gonna show up in all uprightness. Somebody changes out here. I'm seeing a chameleon out here, and thank you, Most High. You can read about that in the book of Habakkuk if you go searching. I've talked about that before. It's hidden there in the communication there. But somebody changes very passionately out here around some nonsense going on. Air and fire, that fuels one another. So there's anger out here around some stuff. There's anger around some stuff. I'm seeing a black dog and 2 white dogs. That somebody could have 3 dogs. I don't know. Maybe you just might be a dog lover, or there's a dog pack attached to something that's going on out here, whatever that means for you. And we talked about dogs because the dog showed itself this morning as I begin to speak about the lilies that came out in the reverse, which that card goes back to somebody's sexuality. And the dog came out in the reverse, which dogs will trace you back to, if you do research on them, sexuality, perversion. And there's pervert energy out here all over the world, really. Something perverted going on at work, or what somebody's trying to work on, whether it's upright or not. Maybe you're the upright party and you know about perverted nonsense. You're trying to get rid of this fool. Good for you. May God be with you. Okay, look, God commands us not to be afraid of things. And if you've got fear on the inside of you, it ain't going to be good for you. And whoever needs to hear that, show me the 3 of Pentacles. Get your fingers off the things that don't belong to you, is what I'm hearing God say. Real strong and stern. May your fingers be chopped off, man. Show me the 3 of Pentacles. So the little spy, it's a corrupt agent somewhere. King of Swords again. Again, if you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. A little spy out here. It's in the reverse. So we already know that corrupt FBI agent was there. And the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is upright. This is in the reverse. This is a bribe. Somebody trying to work against somebody, or they already did. There's cruelty out here. Again, the King of Swords really wants to be shown out here. If he's not in the upright, he's just a downright detached piece of nutcase. Somebody is a nutcase. Somebody is a freak in a nutcase somewhere. Show me the star, what's being exposed. Little copycats being exposed. You've already been exposed. So there's people around stuff. We're getting a bunch of court cards. We're seeing a lot of court cards here. So somebody knows about an apology. The Page of Cups is about being sweet, an apology. There could be somebody here that somebody's jealous about, and somebody's got an admirer that can be an admirer card. Whoever's in the reverse, though, of that energy is a little seducer. Somebody changes out here. Okay? Somebody's a little player out here. In and out in the loyalty situations on something. Show me the communication. Somebody knows about some type of communication out here. Are you pure in everything that you do? Or somebody's got some type of stupid thing out here with something going on. I don't know. There's heartbreak, man. Somebody's defensive. Somebody is defensive out here in this reading, attached to something going on. Somebody wants to control somebody out here. No, you're not allowed to. Sorry. I don't know what your problem is, but you can go ahead and scream at your freaking stupid heart all you want, you idiots that play games. There's attacking, everything else. This is about standing your ground. Okay, and so it's stupidness. This is throw out energy. Somebody was trying to get somebody thrown out in that other reading as well. They're working against another party because somebody's got maggots in their brains, folks. Somebody got maggots in their brains. Something about children or your soulmates are here attached to some stuff. Look, you touched the wrong people, folks. They're really going to blow up in your freaking face. The moon in the reverse, in the hidden space. Somebody knows something. There is something that's known because the star is out here. And something on electronics or something like that, because the pictograph language is the watchtower. Okay, somebody watching somebody. Somebody is with that little spy in the reverse, because somebody's ate up with some crap in their mind. I'm gonna talk to you on this platform the way you deserve to be talked to. I'm ready to punch some people in their freaking face for the crap that they do in the earth realm by not being a person of integrity. Playing stupid games out here. Yep, look what jumped out the watchtower. The word for the watchtower is here, because Jehovah ain't messing around. He's a God of war, and he's in his people to teach our hands how to fight against freaks. That's my God. The most stupidest thing I ever heard of people thinking, I'm going to control you. You psychopathic piece of nutcase. Something about Russia for some people is here, because that has come out really, really strong. Also, in another language, if you're upright, you're from Russia, then you are. But in another language, Russia is a word for evil. Also, the Most High says something that sounds like Russia. Something that rhymes like that. It is a person or something that's connected to something. Anyway, Jehovah's just saying so. Okay, we hope you can say whatever you want. There's knowledge out here. This is like any kind of business, any kind of organization, but the tower is like paradigm shift as well. But it is out here. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something out here going on. There's groups of people involved. So there is, because there's all kinds of court cards and stuff out here. It's about attacking and raping somebody, because God said so. Because that's the hour that we live in, the Sodom and Gomorrah. I burn for you. I burn for you. And God said somebody wanted to bend somebody over yesterday. The wording was there. God's going to expose it. He sees it anyway. He knows it's out here. Somebody's trying to bend somebody over and do something behind their back sexually in a nasty, perverted way, or it's already happened, or that's what this person does. They're filth. Yeah, look. The snake, a seducer, a lying sack of crap. This is the prostitute. This is a perverted pervert, whatever they are. Okay, there's a discovery here. There's the book, and the book was in the hidden space on the other platform, but the most that we spoke about 2026 and what the Most High revealed to me that's going to take place with upright people and with negative people. If you're with God, when I seen what he showed me, I was like, I'm so grateful that you're on my side, because it's devastating for the snakes, because somebody's a snake out here. And so if you missed that reading, just type in what we can expect for 2026 and put my name behind it, Shannon Hensley. But the word book was there, found in 2026. The books are going to be open, and God said so. But this is a discovery, okay? This is something that has been hidden, but again, the moon's in the reverse. In the hidden space, some people know some truth about something. Something's been written down in a diary, possibly as well, around some seducing nonsense, I guess so. In the hidden space, you need to get grounded. This is an earth sign card that also came out this morning as well. And again, if you're upright, you are. For some people, you are, and some people, you aren't. This is about getting grounded. This is like the hangman in this deck. This is somebody could be stuck, knowing that they're stuck around it's a situation as well. This tells people get grounded. Somebody thinks there's a love situation going on. For some of y'all, there might be. For some people, it ain't crap going on nowhere about something. But somebody's just, my God, they're ate up in something. And so anyway, whatever the same sex love stuff, that ain't a real love. That's a delusion. That's a delusion. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's a delusion. What kind of words do you want to bring out here, Most High? What are we dealing with in the right now moment, Yehovah? So, letting go of something, clearing your mind, breathing, or something about recharging, okay? And so, whatever that means, exhausted. Somebody's trying to heal from an exhausted situation. What is this here for? Somebody's a liar, though. Somebody's somebody got ulterior motives and something going on, lust. It is out here. It is out here. It's called rape. It's called somebody wants to rape you, or you're part of the group that wants to all rape somebody in a group thing, because it's out here. The group is here. Okay, I don't know if, obviously it's probably in the reverse for a lot of people, because that's what they all, that's what the Sodom and Gomorrah spirit does. It all comes to the door and says, let us have them so that we may know them. It's a demonic legion, nasty, filthy, lustful, gross, disgusting energy in the earth realm. Okay? It's something's out here around this energy. If somebody's already taken advantage of somebody just over and over and over and over and over again, having sex with somebody and doing some crap out here, the bribe for that was here, and somebody's exhausted, needing to recharge in something. Anyway, all those three words came out. We already know lust is out here. Again, it's out here. You're gross. You are really gross. What else you want to bring out here? I'll be the first to tell you, I just really don't care. This is hard, what I got to say. Yeah, somebody is bitter and angry. It's because somebody don't have their soul. Look, people, there are children that are in danger now. There are children that are in danger for because some type of perverted thing has been opened. And I spoke about this morning. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is a bribe, and God said that wicked people, they pull bribes out of their bosom to pervert your way. And I was meditating last night, and the Most High said, when we see perversion all around us and stuff like that, it's because somebody has taken a bribe somewhere, and they have secretly opened a karmic door, and groups of people are out here involved in stuff with it. And now, you know, groups of people, they got children, they got grandchildren, you've got nieces, nephews, you've got people. And because that has been open, God said a couple of weeks ago when I kept reading that because people were doing things to his firstborn, which his people are called God's firstborn. He said that, like what he took his people out of Egypt many years ago, scripturally, he said that was going to occur again in the end time, and that Pharaoh's spirit was going to be dealt with again like it was dealt with in Egypt, because Pharaoh touched the people of God. And he told Pharaoh, because you touching my people, I'm going to kill your firstborn. Now we've got people out here opening perversion, and all you people got children, and you're consenting to things that are whatever, and you can think that you're protecting your child from some things or not, and God said no, you're not, because you're consenting to some stuff, and you have no right to sit there and be bitter over anything for something that you are consenting to and opening doors to. And God said that when I read a couple weeks ago that some people were going to stand over their children's grave because of what they're doing out here. That's dangerous. And you're mad at people that have nothing to do with anything about you. You're the one that opened a door to something. God just says somebody wants to point the finger somewhere because they won't look at themselves. You and I must look at ourselves. You're pointing the finger, and all those fingers are back pointing to you. God knows what's in the heart of every person, and somebody is nothing but a filth bag out here. They're snake. They're ate up with lust because they've taken a bribe. And now they hate because their soul's out of them. They can't ever love. They're crazy in their mind. They're cruel. It's a cruelty card. They're perverted. And again, there's that dog in the bed. And that's exactly what God said in that other reading this morning. Upright people don't have to deal with you folks. We don't have to deal with you, and I just won't. You can't show up being upright, then you just prove what you are and what you're not. Show me what else, Jehovah. Trap them all, Jehovah. There's a truthful person that's involved in something. that is going on out here. There's the coworker wanting to poke out. Okay, so if you are a truthful coworker, thank you for being that way at your job. It's appreciated, because some people got coworkers that want to kill people as well. Something about being fired is out here. What a shame, isn't it? Somebody overheard something that has been said in some type of a situation out here. So I guess somebody is truthful. I guess they are, and somebody's got some information, and somebody can get fired for something. I guess then whoever needs to get fired can get fired, I guess. To see something and to have the ability beyond what is seen in this physical realm and shooting through the darkness. It comes from God. It comes from God. Most I said He's going to make something out for good, and having self-control. Somebody don't have self-control out here. For a lot of people's cases, somebody don't. Look, people, it's dangerous because your children really are here. God said to go back to the children again. The children really are here, attached to something going on. Your children are in danger for some perverted things that are going on. And I'm held accountable to God to say the truth to you. All people involved in it hopefully it won't happen. Hopefully God gives some grace and people shut some things down that need to be shut down right now. Because when it happens, you're not gonna point the finger at nobody but yourself. I love people enough to tell you the truth. Hate me if you want to. That's your business. I won't stand before God with your blood on my hands when He tells me to warn you. Some people have already lost their children, and they may be confused. God, why'd this happen? Well, you're going to have to go back and see what you got mixed up in. Because there's many, many things that God reveals to us in Scripture why certain karmic activity is going on. Some things are also generational. God said He will also visit upon the children to the third and the fourth generation because of people in your ancestors that hated God. So God, and His ways aren't our ways. And we don't get to say to God, well, that ain't fair. Well, God's the one that lays down the rules. And so some things are just going on around our life because our forefathers did something crazy that was against God's way. And what we do today also is going to make our children from the third and the fourth generation pay for things if we are doing things that are against God. And to basically you're just saying, I hate you, God, I'll do my own thing. And that's why some things are happening in this realm, because God's visiting upon people whose ancestors did some nonsense. They didn't give a rip about God's way. I feel like vomiting and just, it makes me sick to my stomach to think about what people do in this realm. I really just, yeah. If somebody's ex is ate up with envy out here. Well, the King of Swords wants to be shown, and he just represents a divorcee. Somebody's ex got envy him. They're rotting in their bones. Could be an earth sign. It is out here. That earth sign card is here, and it showed itself this morning as well. So whether you're upright or not, whoever's playing whatever, somebody's ate up with some nonsense, folks. They're just ate up with some nonsense. Somebody says, I will fight for you. It's anybody in authority that's upright that will get up and help and fight for me in a situation. May God be with you, because I would like somebody to get up and bend somebody real hard for what they've done. And I'm also a voice for people who's also experienced some nonsense going on. Somebody's concerned at work. Well, I guess somebody is concerned at work. Better give it to God. So, I mean, you got truthful people are a target to the enemy energy. People got things are going off and imagining in their mind that ain't even the freaking truth. And they're doing stupid stuff out here. Somebody from a distance to you is involved in something that is going on, whether they're truthful or not for any given person. They are or they're not. Show me more information here, Yehovah. There's imprisonment. Okay? Some people do need to go to jail. Like literal jail. literal jail. It is literal jail. Justice is here, or the adjudication is here. There's a change going to take place here. There is a change, isn't there? I don't feel a release. I'm bored. I'm just sitting here. And there is a love situation. It keeps coming out. It says, dance with me forever. Somebody's ex ate up with, they're jealous of some of y'all's stuff, whatever that means. On the other reading this morning, there was a plot around a relationship. And so somebody's trying to, yeah, all the money. I didn't know this jumped over on this bribe. And somebody's bribing people with other people's money. It ain't even their money to get, hey, why don't you look at the person and say, why don't you go do it? What's this about? I mean, if you don't have no wisdom on the inside of you, when somebody goes, hey, I'll give you a little piece of money to go do something wicked to this person or whatever, you don't got no inclination to understand that, first of all, whose money is that? It ain't the person giving it to you. And you don't got no wisdom to know that you don't go do something wicked to another person, or to sit there and tell that person, what's the ulterior motive here? And why can't you go do that thing? Why do I have to be paid off? Because you're opening big doors for money out here that's bringing perversion on some stuff. Very wicked what's going on out here today. Somebody's ex ate up with some crap. But that rune that came out was a plot around a relationship. And somebody's ex is plotting some stuff around some nonsense, or putting people in their path to plot relationships around some stuff out here. It says planning imaginations by cunning devices and inventions are out here. Somebody is freaking ate up and crazy. Get off of the street, man. The letter I is here. Also looks like an H. I always say when this comes out, Hawaii is here. Okay? And so whether you're from Hawaii or not, something's out here. A truck is out here, or maybe a truck driver or something like that's connected to something. Somebody who plays the piano, or some type of piano lessons, or just music in general is coming out here. Show me more information. You hold up, reveal what you need to. Probation energy is out here. Okay, well, anyway, somebody's been on probation. At work even. I mean, not everybody's going to physical jail. Whatever that means, you interpret it. You interpret it. Tricks and lies. Okay. Somebody is a liar. Somebody is a freaking liar out here. And they're doing something to a truthful person. Expose them, Yehovah. Thank you, Yehovah. There's a church. There is an acquaintance. Abused power is going on. Yes, it is. Most High's revealing a situation to an upright leadership, and they're going to take care of something. Thank you, Jehovah. Thank you. And then a return. Somebody's trying to return out here. Okay? All right. Somebody's trying to return to do something out here. Something is around a bribe with the matter. And if you open up to somebody who is not upright, you're in danger. If you've got children, you're in danger to it. You're in danger to it. But you can do what you want, because you think all this great fortune's coming to you. God says surely riches will grow wings and they'll fly away from you, because you've got the love of money. You're rooted in evilness. Somebody fixing to literally be cut down to the lower parts of the earth for some nonsense that's going on out here. Most High said he can make it out for good, so all we got to do is just stand in the truth, regardless who's some crazy peak. 2 came up. The work rune. Well, it's out here. The 8 of Pentacles is out here. And the co-worker came out. And something about being fired is out here. Okay. Anyway, if whoever is doing what, somebody's trying to come back, because there's a return here. Somebody's trying to come back here because there's been a bribe, and they're trying to get somebody fired also that is truthful, because there's a bunch of money around some stuff. Boy, this is hitting home. I've already been dealing with this nonsense. It's gonna blow up in your face. that you can go ahead and open any kind of a door that you want to, and that door is going to be slammed in your freaking face for being some type of kook. The V, the W, and the letter P is out here. And this is about hitting rock bottom, but God says that there's going to be a rebound on something. So God's going to make it out for good, something is. This is going to be a radical change that's going to take place. This is eternity. This is death, folks. This is death. It's also a maximum protection. If you don't get some maximum protection on something that's going on out here, folks, it ain't going to be good for you at all. But again, it's up to you. Somebody's ex is a kook out here, and they think they're running the show on somebody's job. God is the one who inhabits eternity. It is an eternity rune, and it represents the year. And the Most High tell, because when it comes out, and especially this year for 2026, it all breaks down to God's arm, and that which is the will that was talked about in that prophecy for 2026. And the will also has a represents your work as well. And God has a work, and even a strange work that He's doing in the earth to weed out wicked people that are stupid. And a lot of people are going to go out into eternity because God stated so this year. But you can do whatever you want. You're just playing into God's prophetic word that He's already put over on you. It's a lose-lose for you if you do what's wrong. It's a win-win for you, and a great protection if you do what's right. It's up to you. See you later.